Okay, for the, I believe the final portion of this video, what we want to do is create these lifting lugs that you see in this drawing over here. It's these pieces up here. Now, and I apologize, the drawing doesn't show the distance on those, so what we'll do is we'll tell you that distance. The drawing on the first page does, but the drawing on the second page doesn't. So let's open that up and we'll go and find that extrusion, and that's not it. Let's see here, and there's the first one. So note the dimension to the looks like to the first point is 4.75, but let's go look at the plane, and there you can see that the plane is 4.75 from that edge. And if we click that again, you can see that that's to the edge that goes out at a diameter of 1.5. So we're going to go out and extend out a plane that's at 4.75. So first thing I have to do is decide what our orientation is. Now we don't want it to be on that, or the extrusion would come out towards the front. And as you can see in this view, it's actually, if we go to the top view, you can see that that's going to be, if you will, the lugs will be parallel to this face, but to create that plane we have to make it perpendicular to that front face. So to do that, we need to go to the right plane, and there you can see the plane, and we'll create a reference plane off of that, and all we need to do is type in the value. Well, guess what? It's 4.75. I've got it in there. That was by accident, but it is a parallel plane, and we'll hit OK, and we're good to go. Now then we need to go to Sketch, hit the Sketch mode, and just pick that plane. Again, pick it on the outside edge. Then we'll go and look at that plane, and we can start drawing. Now, if you don't like to look at that plane, you can always hide it. Let's see, somewhere. Well, I said I could. Guess I can't yet. Let's see if we can go back here and get it. There we go. So I just had to right click on the browser. Okay, so we can go in there and draw a circle, and I will fix it to that center line, and that needs a dimension of 1.5. And it also says that from the bottom up, I believe, that needs to be 12.25 minus 1.25. And let's see, what else do we need there? I think that's about it. The only other thing we could possibly need would be that out of relationship, and I'd sure like to get that. Let's try that to there. And coincident, see, it gives me an error, so that's not going to work. There really is no, I can't make a concentric. There's nothing there. The only, and it will move off of there, so I am going to have to, let's go ahead and try adding a relation again now between this line and that piece there. Yeah, see, that's still not going to work for me, so we'll undo that. Well, let's see. Run out of options here. Let's try one more. Let's try to get the actual center point in this point. There we go. Now we got the 2 points we want. We want vertical. And notice now that that thing is fully constrained. So now we'll rotate that around. See what we've got. So we're exiting the sketch, and we're going to extrude. I need to flip the direction. That's right under where it says direction 1. And I want that to go up to next. And OK. Now then, what I want to do is I want to create the other part of the lug that keeps it in place here, that piece there. So I want to create a sketch on that face. Again, no need to create a work plane. And then I'm going to go and look at that straight in. And I'm just going to draw a circle. And I don't want that to be on that center point. And I'm actually going to drag it off here to the side. I'll put a dimension on it. And that dimension is 1.75. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add some relations. Now I want it to be tangent. So I'm going to pick this arc and that circle, tangent. And then I'm going to go in and clear the selections. And I'm going to pick this point in that circle. I didn't get the circle though. Let's try it again. I'll pick this point. And I may have to, that might have gotten it, yeah. I don't want concentric though. And I don't really want coincident. Just undo that. Actually what I want there is I want to add a relation between this point and that point, don't I? A vertical. And now that thing's locked into place. So now I'll rotate that around so we can see what happens. Exit the sketch, go to features, extrude the boss, and that needs to be a thickness of 0.38. And okay. Now then, what a person might do is go ahead and put their fillets in. And again, the fillets are a radius of 0.125, so we're good there. So I'll put one there. And I might go ahead and put that in and be done with it, just in case I need to change that sometime. So I got to get one on this edge and one on this edge. Be done with those. And then finally there's one in there, right there. And we're good on that. So personally, I like to put those, oh, and by the way, there should have been a fillet up here, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I like to get those all in before I do my next little trick, and that's going to be the mirror. I'll also note that I got to put a fillet right there. And I've got a couple more, don't I? It looks like I've got one here I got to put in. And then I also have inside these areas, so that got knocked out when we went in and did our circular pattern. Okay, so now what I'll do is, I guess the first thing I'll do is hit the save button. I've done some work here. And I'm going to need the mirror. Now, the mirror command is hiding here under the pattern. Now be careful because I have to pick a mirror plane, and right now I don't have one showing. So I'm going to go back, and I really want that to be the right plane, don't I? So let's go in there and see if we can't mirror now. Notice it automatically picked the right plane. Features to mirror. Okay, still got some more to get here. And I think I've already got those when I did my window on those, and there you can see them coming over. And I'll just go ahead and hit the check mark, and you can see they're done. So that's a much easier way to construct that, and then hit save. And otherwise, I think we're done with this particular model. Oops, we still have a filled inside here, don't we? And I think that would be the last one. So we'll go ahead and put the fillet in around that edge there. And now we're done. And that's, like I said, we'll hit the save button. And the stock base is complete.